on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First and 10, Eason. He's got Jack Doyle.
Eason
5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. On first down, Jacob Eason. Campbell making the catch. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On second down, it's Taylor, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he's got his man Hilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on. Especially crucial here on the road. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jacob Eason taking it in. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This is Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the gun, it's McDonald. He completes it to Henry. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive. And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
He can run for it, and he will. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. A couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They're trying for Humphreys, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, Eason. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
The 12-yard line.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And he's going to find Doyle in the end zone for a Colts score.
Jack Doyle. Touchdown.
Jack Doyle. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
The kick is good.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and you mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10.
2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They go play action with Eason. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
A gain of
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown.
Touchdown, Indiana.
Michael Pittman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Play action. It's Eason. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Eason on second down. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Henry.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Colts' 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, McDonald. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Derrick Henry.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
53's the mic. 79 Bronco. Check that out.
Operating from the gun, McDonald. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 15-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Again to Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Darrington Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Eason. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Hilton. He's got it at the 15. And down to the 15. A huge play that time for the Colts. 42 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McDonald, he's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Play action. It's McDonald. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McDonald. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick here is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a give to Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Jonathan Taylor.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
2nd down. Here's Eason. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
T.Y. Hilton, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun is Eason. He's got Burton here. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Colts.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
19 line. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Who that?
They'll throw on first down with Eason. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Jonathan Taylor. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
From way up at the 23. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 6.
To throw on second down, McDonald. And a big loss here as he's taken down. But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack.
It's now.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
At the 45-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. That one good for 37 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on first down.
Henry.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
By Bobby Okereke.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. From the gun, McDonald. This is caught. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
I'm a boy, 146, boy, tennis, nothing left. On a run to the
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
53 is Mike. Coming to you, coming to you. 53 is the Mike. 53, check 53. I hope you brought your record.
McDonald. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st down, Colts.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
At the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 from the 8. Now a give, right side. Hines. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Operating from the gun, Eason, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The rookie Michael Pittman, the intended receiver that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Takes it in for a Colts score. Jacob Eason keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. So on third down, they dialed up the draw play. It worked. Got him in the end zone.
As one of our colleagues likes to say, calling the draw, everyone wants to yell all the time when the draw doesn't work, like what kind of play call was that? But it takes a little bit of fortitude to do that, and because you may catch them with the element of surprise and hit it, and in this case, they hit it for pay dirt.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Getting in there to break that one up, Rock Ya-Sin.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff to Henry, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. To throw on second down. McDonald, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Titans on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
58 yards.
Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
The thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Looking to throw on second down. Eason steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jack Crawford able to run him down for a loss of a yard. The Colts on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Eason. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Hines on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And that'll bring up second down. So the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Woo! Give me some.
Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Is good. Makes the score Colts 45.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st down, Colts.
On 1st down, Taylor. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
He was covered by Kevin Byers.
Operating from the gun. Eason looking for Campbell downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 2. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
At the 44-yard line.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson to return. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 26-yard
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. McDonald, now a desperation throw deep downfield. Room here to run. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor His second touchdown of the night. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6.
Is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Score, Colts 52, Titans 31.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Score, Colts.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, "Hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning."
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power. Hey, look at my. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup.